What's up, guys? Bottai Pigs for Life here, and today we are kicking off the new year with the long-awaited tour of Jurassic Park Grand Canyon. So this is the park that we have been working on throughout the course of the Future of Hammond's Dream Season 4, and you guys really seemed to like this series with how many views each episode has gotten thus far. So because of that, I am super excited to give you all the tour of the completed Jurassic Park Grand Canyon. So without further talking, let's get right into today's tour. So like with all the other parks, you first get off of the helipad and you are greeted with a visitor center. So right here you can go inside, you can learn about some of the dinosaurs, but then you can come out the back entrance and you will be greeted by the rest of the park. So to start, we are in the very first guest section of the park, and so one thing that you'll see is common throughout all the guest sections is that there are plenty of places to take a seat where you can, you know, get a bite to eat. So we've got plenty of amenities dotted around. I think I forgot to customize these. Oh well. So then right over here in this guest section in particular, we have plenty of hotels to get a stunning view of the Grand Canyon. And so right over here, basically this is pretty much just lined with hotels. Right over here you can get another stunning view of the canyon. Just don't get too close to the edge. There's a nice little fountain. There's an emergency shelter. Be sure to memorize where all the emergency shelters are in case of an emergency. And so right in here, we have our first prehistoric species, and notice how I didn't say dinosaurs, because this actually isn't a dinosaur. This, I believe, is a fish, and not just any fish. This is the Dunkleosteus. And so, let's see, let's go this way for now, because there's some other stuff right over here. So, right over here, you can see that there is a viewing platform, so that way guests can hopefully get a glimpse of the shark feeding show. So, let's see. And then right over here, we have another remote viewing gallery that looks into... Okay, we can't really see them here, but hopefully we'll be able to see them right over here. In this viewing gallery, we've got some Dimetrodon. And so, like I had mentioned, this place is dotted with plenty of amenities. Let's go this way first, because I want to see if maybe we can get a glimpse of the feeding show. Oh, yeah! Oh my gosh, that was so awesome! Oh, I can't believe we got that on camera. So, right over here, we've got even more amenities, we've got another shelter, and then just more hotels along the side of the cliff's edge. And right over here, we've got one of many toilet facilities. And this pretty much is just one big loop around the lagoon. So right here, this is back at the little lookout points where we last left off. Completely forgot that there was another fountain over here. So now, let's return back to the viewing platform, because right over here, we've got a little banner, when dinosaurs ruled the earth. Or I shouldn't say little, this is pretty big. We've got another view of the surroundings, and then we've got more amenities over here, and then obviously we've got the Dimetrodon enclosure, and then right over here, this is a remote viewing gallery into Okay, doesn't look like we can see him over here. Ooh, you kind of see it. This is the Ceratosaurus enclosure. The first dinosaur on the dinosaur tour. It's right over there. There's 4 Ceratosaurus in here. There's another way that we'll be able to see the Ceratosaurus. So, because of that, I think we should head on the park tour. Alrighty guys, so we're disembarking on the tour. You can see plenty of palm trees nearby. Get a little glimpse into the Dimetrodon enclosure. And right up ahead, you can just about see it. We have got the Jurassic Park gate. It's never truly complete without the iconic Jurassic Park gate. Welcome to Jurassic Park Grand Canyon. Alright, so now that we are in the park, we are entering our first section, which is based around the Morrison Formation of late Jurassic Colorado. So, right up ahead, you can get a little glimpse of the fence, and you can kind of see something moving in the background. So then, I'm just going to speed this up until we get to our next enclosure. Alright, so to your right, you can see one of our Allosaurus in the distance. All over there. Ooh, there's another one. Ooh, there's 2 more. 2 of our Allosaurus. And right in here, can't really see anything yet, but once we get to our pit stop, we will be able to get a very nice view of some of our late Jurassic herbivores. Ooh, so right over here, you can see one of our many Stegosaurus. So we have quite a big herd of Stegosaurus in this enclosure, and they are sharing it with a big herd of Diplodocus. Ooh, and perfect. Right up ahead is our first pit stop. Alrighty guys, so we have just gotten off at pit stop number 1, and we are greeted by a couple of guest facilities. So if you have to use the bathroom after that tour, or if you need to check into a hotel, you guys can feel free to do so. There's also plenty of souvenir shops. There's this little fossil zone where you can learn what it is like to be a paleontologist. We've got the Spinosaurus skeleton right over here. We've got plenty of places to get a bite to eat. Got this fountain. And right in this Safari Lodge, this VIP Safari Lodge, you can get a once-in-a-lifetime view of the Diplodocus right at the watering hole. And you can see the Stegosaurus herd. So then right over here, you get another view of the Dinosaurus. So now, let's see, right over here, we've got a little guest plaza. You've got plenty more seating. You've got this little natural outcropping. You've got a fountain. Ooh, right over here, you get another view, another overhead view of the area. You can see a couple Allosaurus. And right over here, we actually have the entrance to a dome viewing gallery in the Allosaurus enclosure. So you can get a really good view of the Allosaurus from here. Alright, so is there anything else over here? Oh yeah, so there is one more remote viewing gallery, and that goes into the Muttaburrasaurus enclosure. So then, let's see, we're gonna go this way. We've got another hotel. We've got 2 more hotels, one of which you can get a view into the Diplodocus enclosure, and you can see a little bit of the Muttaburrasaurus enclosure. And so right in here, we have got sort of a mock dig site. So, I sort of ran out of ideas. So because of that, what I did is I made this little info center. So this is where we show a screening of a movie about fossil digs, and then you can go in here and you can dig for some pretend fossils yourself. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make our way back to the park tour, and we're going to head to our next pit stop. Alright, so it appears that we are passing the Mudaburasaurus enclosure. Right over here. Ooh, you can see a Mudaburasaurus right over here. So, this herd contains 12 Mudaburasaurus, and we're now in the Cretaceous Australia section. Wow, you can get a really good view of some of the Mudaburasaurus from here. And so, right up ahead, you can see one of our main hatchery sites. So this is where we hatched pretty much all the dinosaurs in the park. And so, right over here, you can see what we ended up doing in order to save the hassle of tranquilizing the Mudaburasaurus and then transporting them over via helicopter. What we ended up doing is we created this little section where the Mudaburasaurus can just go in between and into their new enclosure. So, right up ahead, this next tour stop is for employees only. So because of that, once we get to the tour stop, we're pretty much just gonna keep on going. Alright, so to your right, you can see the power grid that we have. So this powers the entirety of the park via underground pylons. So we decided to put the pylons underground so that way we could save up on some well-needed space. And so now you will be able to see some more enclosures. So we have one right over here, and this is a pretty big enclosure. You can kind of hear what's in here. You can't really see them though. Not from here. Don't worry, there will be plenty of other ways that we can get a view into what is in this enclosure. And so right in here, you can kind of get a glimpse of some Australovenator right in here. You can see a goat that we use to feed the Australovenators. And same thing, there are other ways that we can view the dinosaurs in this enclosure. So don't you worry if you can't get too much of a view of the dinosaurs just now. Alright, so right now, this is the first exhibit of the Namegged Formation of modern-day Mongolia. This has honestly got to be my favorite fossil formation, is the Namegged Formation, just by the sheer diversity of the species. And so one of those species you can see over here is the Oviraptor. Alrighty guys, so now we're at our second pit stop of the tour, and so let's see where to start. So let's start by going this way. So right over here we have another pretty big guest plaza with several places to take a seat. Maybe if you like brought a lunch, you can eat that here. And so right over here we've got another toilet facility. And right over here, this leads into the Australovenator enclosure. Ooh, can see them right over there. Ooh, they're all hunting. Oh, that's super cool. And then right over here, you can get a view into the Brachiosaurus enclosure. So I believe we have 4 Brachiosaurus in here. And there's one other way that you can see them. Ooh, here are the Australovenators. Now, it's highly recommended that you stay on the path. But you know what? This is an opportunity too good to miss. Such an awesome dinosaur. And so for now, we're gonna go this way. We've got more amenities over here. And then right over here, you can get a view into the Lystrosaurus enclosure. So right in here, we've got a viewing gallery. Can't really see them from here, but if we keep on going, let's go this way actually. So down here, it's really just more amenities. Right over here, there should be an entrance to a viewing dome, but that doesn't mean you can't see the Lystrosaurus from over here. See, right here you've got plenty more hotels for you to check in. You've got another toilet facility right over here. Okay, right over here, this is a log viewing gallery into another Namek Formation exhibit, which houses Gallimimus and Homalocephaly. Alright, so I remember where the entrance to the dome viewing gallery is for the Lystrosaurus. It is over here. If we backtrack, go past this amenity, right over here is the dome viewing gallery into the Lystrosaurus. Alright, so moving forward, right over here, like I've mentioned, you've got the hotel. We'll go on the zipline in just a second. There are quite a lot of ziplines over here. So we've got another fountain, another banner, plenty more seating, another fountain, some more amenities over here. Right over here, though, we have got another dome gallery, and sharing the enclosure with the Brachiosaurus, we have some Dryosaurus. And so now what I really like that we did is right over here we've got a log viewing gallery, and you get another view of the Lystrosaurus. And so the Lystrosaurus can actually go underneath the viewing gallery into the Stegosaurus and Diplodocus enclosure. But this separates the Diplodocus from the Brachiosaurus because they do not really like each other very much. So right over here you can see that we have got quite a lot of Dryosaurus in here. And then over there, you can see the Brachiosaurus herd. Absolutely stunning. Alright, so then right over here, again, more amenities. And then this leads into the Ceratosaurus enclosure. Okay, so they now decided to go all the way to the back of the enclosure. That's excellent. You can kind of see them, though. Just a little bit. Ooh, there's Galaxy Cerato. Alright, so now we are going to head back to the guest section we just were. So these two guest sections are actually connected up, and there are 2 ways that you can keep going on the tour. So you could either get on this tour, which heads back to the starting point, or you could head on the zip line, Also, look at this T-Rex skeleton right over here. Another seating area. So anyways, so what we're actually going to do is we're going to head on to the zipline. We're going to head back to the original guest section. Whee! Alright, and so we're going to head this way. And this is just a little bit of path that goes behind the Lystrosaurus enclosure. And so, same thing, there's two ways that you can get to the next section of the park. You could either hop onto the tour and go for a quick ride to the next guest section right over here. Also, there's another little fountain / seating area. Or you can hop on to the zip line, which leads all the way over here. Woohoo! So over here, this is the next guest section of the park. And so you're greeted by a restroom building in case you need to vomit. We've got a little fountain over here. We've got some more hotels, more of a seating area, though this is really okay. So this is park benches, got plenty of other fountains. We've got some murals over here, and let's start by going this way. We've got a shelter and a restroom. We've got some more seating, and we've got a zip line that we will go on in just a second. But we are going to look into, this is the Oviraptor enclosure, but sharing this enclosure with them is the Mononychus over here. Okay, can't really see them over here, but if we go on the zip line, we will be able to see another species. This time a much larger species. And right over here, you can see that we have a herd of Therizinosaurus. Right over there, they're all drinking some water. And so this is a really small guest section. So we've got some more amenities and toilet facilities and emergency shelter. This is another viewing gallery into the Therizinosaurus side. Can't really see them here, but what we can do is there's this little area right over here where guests can enter right over here, and they're able to actually interact with the Oviraptors and Mononychus. So this just leads into that viewing dome so that it's actually functional. But then, let's see. Ooh, we've got an Oviraptor right over here. Beautiful Oviraptor. Ooh, they're playing with each other. And you've got some Mononychus. And so the idea is much like with the Diplodocus and Dryosaurus and Brachiosaurus, this log viewing gallery separates the guests from the Therizinosaurus, but it allows the smaller Mononychus and Oviraptor to cross over. And these are the logs that are housing some termite colonies, so that way the Mononychus can feed from the termites. So let's head back here. And so now this zip line heads back to that first guest section, and you can get another really awesome view of the Therizinosaurus right below you. And this leads back to the guest section we were just at. And I think now what we're going to do is we're actually going to hop on the tour. Alright, so now that we're back, we're going to take another look at the guest section. So, this is the area that we were just at before we went on the zipline. And so, right over here, we've got some more amenities. We've got an arcade right over here. We've got a little natural outcropping over here. We've got another little seating area. Again, this right over here is where we just were. More amenities over here. We've got another hotel right over here, so if you need to check in, you can feel free to do so. We've got another toilet facility. We've got several little guest seating areas. So we've got an area here. We've got an area right behind the buildings with several fountains. We've got one over here with the Spinoskeleton. We've got one right over here. This is another shelter. We've got even more amenities. We've got a seating area over here with the T-Rex skeleton. And if we go in here, this gives us a view into the Tarbosaurus enclosure, the top predator of the Namek Formation. And so, right over here, this is just a viewing gallery. When they get hungry, they can come over here and they can eat. But we'll be able to get a better view of them at the next guest section. So, let's head to the next guest section of the park. Alrighty guys, so we have just arrived at our second to last guest section. So we've got a little main street with several little flags. We've got plenty of amenities with all sorts of different cultures. So some of them are like Korean barbecue, Indian cuisine, Thai food, Spanish food, from all around the world. So that's what I really love about this park. So right in here, we've got a dome viewing gallery that leads into the Tarbosaurus enclosure. Ooh! You can see one running right over there. Oh, that is a good view of our star attraction. Ooh, looks like it's going to get a drink of water. So we've got a pair of Tarbosaurus in here. And so, same thing right over here. We've got a viewing platform and a viewing gallery. And so we've got a little seating area over here. And so, if we move on to the rest of this guest section, got another toilet facility, fountain, little amber pedestal, banner. So then, right over here, there isn't really too much. But if we go this way, got another little seating area, got some amenities, and right over here, we've got an enclosure for the Achillibator. Oh, looks like it's getting a drink of water. Let's go into this viewing gallery, see if we can see them. Ooh, that's one of the males. Oh, and I think that's one of the females up on the hill. So we've got another shelter, we've got another amenity, toilet facility. We've got a viewing platform. And then on the chance that you can't see them, you can go right here into this dome viewing gallery. And it appears you also can't see them. Alright, and so right over here, we also have another hatchery. And there is a ranger outpost not far from here. Some more benches. And now we're going to head to the next little part of this guest section. So we've got some more fountains, more benches, another amenity. We've got some amber pedestals. We've got a skeleton, more amenities, and we've got another viewing platform into the Gallimimus and Homalocephali enclosure. See a couple Homalocephali, and you can see Gallimimus right over there. And you can see that we have a couple of fallen logs in this enclosure. So, I think now what we're going to do is we're going to take the zipline. So, same thing, there's two ways you can go about this. You can either go on the tour, and that will go to the bigger connected guest section. Or you could skip that area since we were just at that area. And you can go on the zipline, which leads to a smaller guest section. Woohoo! Right over here, you can get a glimpse of our Dinocyrus, as well as some more Gallimimus. There's the guest section we saw earlier. And right over here, we've got another viewing platform. You can see some more Gallimimus and Homalocephali. When I tell you there is a lot of them in here, there is a lot of them in here. Let's see. Once again, you can get a VIP hotel that looks into the enclosure. Got another toilet facility. We've got some amenities. And then right over here, we've got one dome viewing gallery where you can get a nice view of the Homalocephali and Gallimimus. We've got a dome viewing gallery into the Gallimimus and Dinocyrus territory. So it's part of the same enclosure. They've just decided to create different territories. We've got one more wetland environment, and we have one more hilly environment. And then we've got a viewing gallery where you can see some Dinocyrus. And so you've got another hotel right over here. And we're going to quickly check the view. And here you can see a really nice view of the wetland environment, with several Gallimimus, and we've got 4 Dinocyrus. We can see 3 of them. Alright, so then over here, we've just got some more amenities. We've got a restroom. We've got a little seating area. We've got Spinoskeleton, fountain, another seating area. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to head back on the tour, and we are going to head back to the starting point. Alright guys, so as we are wrapping up today's tour, I just wanted to take a quick moment to reflect on this park build. So, as I went into the Future of Ham's Dream Season 4, I did not expect that we were going to have much room to put a lot of dinosaurs. However, I severely underestimated how much space there was in this map. I knew it was going to be a challenge with all the winding paths that go around the plateaus, but I failed to realize exactly how large and expansive these areas were. In the end, this has to be my favorite park build that we have done so far. Not only because it looks awesome, but also because of the overwhelming support you guys have shown. You guys have motivated me to want to complete this park. So because of that, I cannot thank you all enough. One thing before we end today's video is, now that we are in a new year, we need to think of a new subscriber goal. I'm thinking, let's see if we can reach 175 subscribers before the end of 2025. So, with that all being said, that is gonna wrap up today's video. Really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If so, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to see some more Planet Zoo and Jurassic World Evolution 2 content. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.